Free agency is right around the corner, and ESPN's Rich Cimini dropped an article with a ton of nuggets on the Jets pending free agents and an extension candidate. We're going to break it all down. Boy Green Daily, folks. We're in it here on February 18th. Boy Green Daily starts right now.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Justin Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily. This is a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast, baby. Welcome to the program. No matter where you're enjoying the show, we appreciate you guys out in the audience. Keep that love flowing throughout today's program. If you are watching on the YouTube, make sure you guys like that video and hit subscribe, baby. I'd appreciate it. Also, we have Rich Cimini's full column in the YouTube description down below. Salute to Rich Cimini for all the content. Thank you very much. And before we get started, let's give a massive shout out to Party with Peg and Artie. We had heard what had happened with Party with Peg and Artie, and we send out our love. It's great to see you back in the chat. Good VG had a stent put in. Feeling really good. Hope to go home today. Prayers to you. And blessed be he. Hopefully you guys are able to go home today, specifically Artie, obviously. And our love are sent out to both of you during this time. So I'm so sorry to hear about that. But we're all thinking about you, certainly. Good morning, Boy Green Coffee Club. Love you guys. Let's friggin' go. We've got a lot to get into, so we're just going to dive deep into the pool here on the program. With Rich Cimini's Nuggets. We're going to go piece by piece all the way through here, all his Nuggets and all the players, and we'll talk about them here on the show. Breece Hall, we spent a lot of time talking about him yesterday, Boy Green Daily. We talked about it on Boy Green Meets Woody. A lot of really good stuff there. So I'll sort of give you the latest nuggets from Rich Cimini about Breece Hall, and then we'll move on to other players that are on this list. Breece Hall wants to get to free agency. Again, that's not surprising, but just because he wants to do something does not mean the Jets have to do something. Presumably, according to Rich Cimini, Breece Hall wants a contract that pays him among the top 5 highest paid running backs at his position. That would surpass Alvin Kamara's $12.25 million per year. Now, running back is not a premium position. There's a lot of really good running backs. We went over that yesterday on Boy Green Meets Woody in the afternoon. In no particular order: Rico Dowdle, Kenneth Walker III, Travis Etienne, Javonte Williams, Rashad White, Isaiah Pacheco. I mean, there's a ton, and then Breece Hall, of course. A lot of free agents. So that could go against Breece Hall, the amount of guys that are out there. Again, the likelihood is the Jets will franchise tag Breece. It will either be the non-exclusive or the transition based on Zach Rosenblatt's reporting. So we'll see what happens. What Rich Cimini did note, though, is one team to watch in the Breece Hall sweepstakes is the Arizona Cardinals. Mike LaFleur could be looming on Breece Hall to potentially sign him, regardless of the situation, whether it's a transition situation or a potential tag and trade situation. So that's something that bears watching. According to Rich Cimini, he said, hey, Arizona Cardinals, watch out for them. Interesting. So we'll keep an eye out for that. That's the latest there on Breece Hall. Appreciate Rich on that. Again, we've been talking about it a lot this offseason. Elijah Vera Tucker and this offensive line situation. It's complicated. You know, if you were on a Facebook relationship thing, I don't know if people still do that, but if so, you would change the status to it's complicated. Elijah Vera Tucker has torn both of his triceps on the right side, the left side. He has had a torn Achilles in his career. He's had 3 season-ending injuries in his 5 years in the National Football League. Obviously, the talent is there. The durability hasn't been. He will turn 27 this offseason. He sat out basically all of last year. If you guys remember, this is going back in the Wayback Time Machine. During training camp, Aaron Glenn randomly brought it up that he would love to extend Elijah Vera Tucker. He's a guy that they want to keep. Does Aaron Glenn still feel the same way? Because 3 weeks after Aaron Glenn said that, unfortunately, AVT was lost for the year. So does he still feel that way? Interesting. That is a worthwhile thing to say. All in all, by the way, AVT has only played in 43 of 85 games over the last 5 years. Now, Rich Cimini spoke to an agent who does not represent AVT, and that agent speculated that AVT could get upwards of $13 million per year in a multi-year contract. Another agent predicted it would be a 1-year prove-it deal across the league. My gut, I don't know if this is right, but my gut tells me that AVT is going to get a juicy, fat, multi-year contract extension. And I think there will be incentives built into that contract that say, hey, AVT, we'll sign you for this. And if you stay healthy, you'll make this. I think that's 100% going to happen with AVT. And others may disagree in the audience and say, hey, man, this guy's always hurt. He's not getting that. He's getting a prove-it deal, and that's it. But he's young. He can play 4 out of the 5 offensive line positions, specifically tackle is the most important one. I think AVT could get serious money. And if you're the Jets, we've talked about the franchise tag. That ain't going to AVT. The franchise tag is $27 million for an offensive lineman. It's an overall number. So he's not getting the franchise tag. I think, M. Vallette, I'll go to your comment here. AVT's a guy. I feel when he hits the open market, I'd be surprised if he and the Jets are able to knock out a deal before March 11th. We'll see. Crazy things happen, I guess. But I'd be surprised if he doesn't, at least dip his toes in the water and see what's out there. It looks like with all this kind of money, he could be a goner. Speaking of goners, Rich Cimini, the latest on Quincy Williams, former first-team All-Pro with the New York Jets. He wrote, quote, "This feels like a situation in which both sides are looking for a fresh start." The problem was Quincy's not coming off a great year. He did not like the scheme he was in. He told Rich Cimini at his locker that, quote, "When I'm in the right defense, I ball out." And obviously there will be a new scheme this year, which, hey, okay. But that may not matter. And Quincy Williams will be entering his age 30 season. He is that probably won't generate a ton of interest, Rich Cimini says and speculates. But he said he could return to one of his other locations. Robert Saleh with the Tennessee Titans, that would make sense. Jeff Volbrick with the Atlanta Falcons. And as I mentioned, I think I mentioned it on the show, Mike Rutenberg, a.k.a. Rudy, he was our linebackers coach from 2021 through 2024. He's in Cleveland. Quincy Williams could go there. Could be another trade location for Jamie and Sherwood. Maybe we'll save that for another show, but something to keep an eye out for. Yeah, I think Quincy's gone, unfortunately. I really enjoyed his time here, but I think he's gone. We got a membership being gifted. Mother effing Chew gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership here on YouTube, baby. MFC, toot, baby. Hey, keep those memberships flowing. That's another raffle ticket for our contest, MFC. That's what I'm freaking talking about, baby. Let's represent. That went to Jay Gray Jets. You're now a member to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Appreciate you, pal. Thank you kindly. MFC, let's add that to your raffle ticket total in the middle of all this free agency talk. By the way, folks, if you're watching on YouTube, like the video. It is free to do, and it makes a tremendous difference. You probably, if you watch any YouTube shows, you hear these people that are holding in front of a mic going, "I like the video, hit subscribe." You're like, it just sounds like noise because people say that all the time, but it really does make a difference. That's how this Jet show gets in front of other Jet fans. It's above my pay grade. I'm just an idiot, but algorithms and things of that nature, apparently the more likes something has, the more it is recommended, the more it is suggested to other Jet fans that consume this kind of content. So, hey, again, like I said, I'm just some dumb guy here in Oswego, New York. I don't know how any of that works, but I hear that's how this show gets in front of other Jet shows. So that's what I will continue to champion. By the way, 9 raffle tickets for MFC this month. Thank you very much. We'll get into more of that in a little bit. For sure. So we'll keep an eye out that. Yes, as Hep says, Dallas could be another landing spot if he wants to reunite with his brother. So it could be Dallas Cowboys, where the Quinnen Williams and Quincy Williams brothers goes. Some of the Saleh coaches that were in Dallas now followed him to Tennessee, like Aaron Whitecotton, etc. So we'll see that as well. Old Yanks asking for a poll to extend ABT or to let him go. Sure, let's put that in there. I'm a man of the people. I appreciate that. Let's throw that poll up on YouTube. All right, folks, here it is. Would you extend ABT or let him go? Would you extend Elijah Vera Tucker, or would you let him go in free agency? Let us know. Yes, keep him, or no, let him go. That poll is now up for you, buddy. Again, I'm a man of the people. Feel free to vote on that throughout today's program. We'll reference back to that. I appreciate that. And by the way, I see still the real AD in here. BG, what's up? Are we still doing that? Can we bring that back? Is that possible? What's up? Okay, but, I'll try to do that. Still the real AD? Appreciate you, pal. Thank you for chiming in. So, yes, we will see on that for the poll, by the way. Feel free to keep voting. All right. Oh, wow. We're getting some Frozen in here. Let him go. Let him go. Okay, there you go. Hey, I've got children now, so get more of those movies in. All right. Let's get to some other free agents here. Tyrod Taylor. Yes. Why not some Tyrod Taylor action, who, by the way, he just recently spoke with Heavy.com, and he said he would love to come back to the Jets, which is very nice. Apparently, I didn't know this, so Rich Cimini dropped this nugget in his ESPN piece, which again is in the YouTube description down below. The Jets told Tyrod Taylor at the end of the season that they are, quote, interested in running it back. But as Rich Cimini noted, the landscape has changed. They've obviously they fired Tanner Angstrom, they brought in Frank Reich, and there's a new system. So it's unclear if that interest still stands. So we'll see. To me, again, if I take emotions out of it, I think the Jets should hit the reset button at quarterback completely and go in a different direction, honestly. I think that's what the Jets should do. But my heartstrings get plucked when I hear the things he told Heavy. It wasn't an interview with me. It was an interview with one of my coworkers. He did a one-on-one interview with him. They were promoting like Dairy Queen or something. And he mentioned the same thing that he mentioned to Jake Asman at the Super Bowl about he's been a part of an amazing turnaround before. He's referencing the Buffalo Bills 17-year playoff drought, and they made the playoffs. And he referenced that sort of theme again with my Heavy.com partner in crime. And that plucks my heartstrings. I love hearing that he wants to be a part of the change and wants to be a part of that. And from a heart perspective, right? Brain, heart. My brain's like, hell no. This guy's made of glass. And then my heart's like, come on. So I'm a little bit all over the place, to be honest with you. But I think brain wins out here. I think Tyrod Taylor, sorry, we're exiting stage left. Hopefully you're in the stands with us for a Jets tailgate or something. But, yeah, for those reasons, I'm out. Quite frankly, you're old and you get hurt all the time. He will be 37 this season. So, and the injuries, I'm so sorry. For those reasons, I'm out. Nick Folk. Nick Folk obviously was awesome last year. He was 28 of 29. For the third straight season, he led the National Football League in field goal conversion rate. So like a fine wine, he's getting better with age. Now, Rich Cimini did not have an update on the retirement stuff. He says, how long can Nick Folk keep it up? Does he want to keep it going? He's 41 years of age, and he told Rich at the end of the season that he is going to meet with his family to decide on his future. And he didn't have anything else to provide. Now, Zach Rosenblatt a few weeks ago said that by all accounts or something is sort of how he worded it, that Nick Folk was basically, he seemed to indicate that Nick Folk was no longer considering retirement. And that seemed to be the only potential hiccup in a Nick Folk Jets reunion. Now, Rich Cimini did not share that same sentiment. He didn't have anything to say, good or bad. He just said, hey, he was thinking about retirement at the end of the year. And I hope he comes back. Again, if he decides to walk away, it won't be because of lack of production. Literally, this guy led the league in field goal conversion rate. Not led the Jets, not led the AFC East, not led the AFC, led the league, NFL, all of the kickers in the poll. Nick Folk, number one. And that is the third straight year he was number one. He was number one. See, that's it. Number one, top billing, top max. So, yeah, I love Nick Folk back. There's the nostalgia. There's Folk Hero. I love all that, of course. And then on top of all that, I mean, he's just friggin' good. And I want good kickers. Give me Nick Folk's as great as it gets. So, hell yeah. Think about it this way, right? The special teams unit was one of the best special teams unit of all time. Time. So I want to bring back as much of the unit back as possible if I can. Now, the good news is Austin McNamara, punter, boop, boop, he's locked in. Isaiah Williams, boop, boop, he's locked in. Nick Folk, again, he's a pending free agent, but there's the retirement element hanging around out there, which, again, is unclear depending on who you speak with. Troy Sturgis saying, wasn't Nick Folk a Pro Bowler? No, he was not a Pro Bowler this past season. Despite leading the league in conversion rate, he was not a Pro Bowler, unfortunately. Ageist bastards. I don't know what they're doing out there. But the punter, Austin McNamara, he's locked in. Our long snapper, Thomas Hennessy, he's locked in. Nick Folk's a pending free agent. Isaiah Williams is under contract, so he's solid. Kanae Nguanu is a free agent, so I'd try to bring him back if that's possible. Rich Smith doesn't have notes on Kanae Nguanu. He wasn't on this list, but he's someone I would like back for sure. But yeah, let's try to let's run it back. Let's run back that special teams unit. Troy Sturgis says, how is that? I don't know. The voting process? I don't know. They're jet biased bastards. I'm not sure. So those are all the free agents. Well, there's 3 other free agents that Rich Cimini mentioned. This one's for Uncle Indy. Michael Clemens was on this secondary list that Rich put together. He named Andre Cisco, Tony Adams, and Michael Clemens. Cisco and Tony Adams, of course, safeties. Michael Clemens, a defensive lineman. All of these guys are 29 years of age or younger. Rich mentioned that Cisco has the most starting experience. I've known Cisco since he left high school and came to college. I covered him here at Syracuse before COVID. I covered the Syracuse football team, so I got to do interviews with Cisco, and I knew him very well, and I thought he was exactly what the doctor ordered, and I lost my collective bananas last year when he was signed to the team, and I predicted and hoped he would sign. He did, but unfortunately, he just didn't play well, and that's incredibly disappointing. I thought he would be exactly what the Jets needed, and he wasn't, so I don't believe Cisco's coming back. Tony Adams, by all accounts, has a spot in the league, as Rich Cimini states, but it might not be with the Jets, who have needs at safety. I think they're going to reset, as Rich Cimini indicates. And Clemens will, quote, probably look elsewhere. So, Uncle Indy, it sounds like Michael Clemens will go to greener pastures, which, again, you can immediately connect the dots to Tennessee. Aaron Whitecotton is there in Tennessee with Robert Saleh. Jeff Ulbrich as a connective tissue. One of those 2 spots is probably where Michael Clemens goes. And if so, I enjoyed meeting Michael Clemens. He is an interesting cat. I'll just tell you that much for free. He is an interesting dude. And then let's wrap up here, and then we'll get into your comments and super chats and questions and all that jazz. Rich Cimini noted an extension candidate for the New York Jets is Joe Tippmann. Joe Tippmann has 1 year left on his deal, folks, on his rookie contract. So he won't be a free agent in a month. He is under contract through the 2026 season. However, when a rookie, well, not rookie, let me make sure I phrase this correctly. When a player is 3 years into their career, which Joe Tippmann is, he just wrapped up his 3rd season. Okay. And anyone that's drafted outside of the first round, so if you're drafted anywhere from round 2 to round 7, you get a 4-year standard contract. But whether you're a second-round pick or a first-round pick, you can't negotiate a long-term deal with your team, according to the CBA, until you complete your 3rd season. So people if you have a first-round pick wide receiver and they're really good in year 1, they're not holding out in year 2. They can't. The teams aren't even allowed to talk extension with you. So you have to wait till 3 years. So anywho, we wait till 3 years here for Tippmann. Now he's heading into his final year. This is a guy I want to keep. I want to extend. Now it's going to be expensive, according to Rich Cimini here on Joe Tippmann. So he's due to make $4 million in 2026 thanks to performance and playing time escalators. With an extension, Rich Cimini says he would, quote, probably at least triple that amount. So he'd be making more than $12 million per season on his new deal. And let me tell you this. Let me pull this up, okay? Let Let me pull this up on Over the Cap. I was curious because he's a right guard now, and I think that's where he's going to stay. So here are the highest paid right guards in football. We have Trey Smith, $23.5 million per year. Chris Lindstrom, $20.5 million per year. Robert Hunt, $20 million per year. Samuel Cosme, he's $18.5. Quinn Miners, he's $18 million. Will Fries is $17.5 million. Kevin Dotson, $16 million. Jonah Jackson, $14.5. Wyatt Teller, 14.2. And then now we're in the range of Joe Tippmann in the $12.5 million. That's Patrick McCarry. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Joe Tippmann on this new contract could jump into the top 10 highest paid right guards in football, which, by the way, that seems fine. He's not resetting the market. Borderline top 10. He'd be on the back end of the top 10. I'd be willing to do that for Tippmann. He's been rock solid. This is a guy that's played no matter where we've told him, center, guard. He's bounced all over the place. Remember, his rookie season career or whatever, he debuted at guard because we had Connor McGovern. So they said, hey, can you play some guard? He's like, all right. And then Connor McGovern stunk and got hurt. And they're like, hey, you want to play some center? Okay. And then this year, right before the year, he was going to be the center. He beat out Josh Myers for the starting center job. And then the Jets went, hey, buddy, to get the best five out there, we'd like to put Myers in at center and you at guard. And he's like, sweet, no problem. So no matter what, he's been available. He's been flexible. And quite frankly, we should be proactive here. Let's lock them in. Let's get this core together. Olu Muiwa, Armand Membu, Joe Tippmann. These three, hopefully, are the core that the Jets are keeping together for a long, long time. Those three should be kept together. That should be the core of this Jets offensive line in 2026 and hopefully many, many, many years to come. That's what we got to hope for. Look at this. Jake Asman has continued the gifting train, baby, here on the program. Jake Asman's totals, baby. He is up to 6 raffle tickets so far this month. Thank you very much, Jake Asman. By the way, this membership went to, in the audience, YouTube. That went to Lupus Notice. You are now a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club, thanks to Jake Asman, baby. Yes. Shout out to Jake Asman, baby. I'm sure he's going to the Combine coming up here shortly. So I love when Jake gets all the great coverage at the Combine. That's going to be marvelous. We have a few big guests that will be joining us post-Combine. There's a lot of busyness. I had a few guests planned, but they couldn't join pre-Combine, so it'll be post-Combine, but there should be plenty of activity happening there. Shout out to Jake Asman. But let me reiterate it. Again, based on this latest story from Rich Cimini, he says Joe Tippmann is an extension candidate. He's making $4 million this year. A new extension, Rich Cimini says, would be at least triple that. So we're talking 12 plus million. And again, if you look at the highest paid right guards in football, Patrick McCarry is making 12.5. That seems to be the right number, and that's back end top 10. He is 10th of the top 10 of the highest paid right guards in football. I'm willing to do it. Give me the Wisconsin Waterfall. Give me this guy. I don't give a flying hoot what position he's playing. I was pretty adamant last offseason. I wanted him to stay at center, but there were some snapping issues. And then I don't want to be herky-jerky. I don't want him to be AVT. I don't want to play left tackle, left guard, right guard, right guard. How about just play one thing? It's cool that AVT can play a million positions, but let's just, if we re-sign him, hey, buddy, you're left guard. You know, what we drafted you to be, just be right there. It's cool that you have the ability to do these things, but I don't want to use that ability. I want you to just play one position. So, Tippmann, just play right guard, buddy. That's what I want you to do. You're the right guard. We'll figure out center. Try to upgrade center in free agency. We'll talk about some of those shows. Let's try to do that. We have 200 plus people in the room. Appreciate you guys out in the audience, including 100 of this 200 plus watching on YouTube. Guys, make sure you hit that like button here on YouTube. Or if you're feeling froggy, feel free to gift some memberships, baby. Get the juices flowing. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that money sign. Super stickers, super chats, membership gifting. It's all available, baby. And we only have 43 likes, but 100 people in the room on YouTube. Guys, make sure, don't make me tap the sign. Hit that like button. That's a free way to contribute. By the way, we asked that poll thanks to our audience. Okay, we asked the audience whether or not they would like to extend Elijah Vera Tucker or Would they like him to just see ya, go in free agency? 70% of you say keep him. Don't let him go. All right, there you go, baby. Here we go. Whoa, mamacita. James Kennedy. Kennedy has just joined the Boy Green Espresso Club, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's our new YouTube membership level. Let's friggin' go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Kevin James.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Shout out to James Kennedy. He is now a member of the Boy Green Espresso Club. Gets me so emotional when people join. There are 2 YouTube membership levels that you guys can be in the audience. The Boy Green Coffee Club, that's the OGs. It's $2.99 a month. But if you want to go to the next level, the Boy Green Espresso Club is $5.99 a month. Every single month you're on the channel, at the end of the month, we do a live stream for just Boy Green Espresso Club members. We're approaching 20 members, which I'm very blessed and humbled that so many of you have chosen to join that next level. There's exclusive content for you out in the audience, and another perk is 5 raffle tickets. So here's the math. I didn't know math was going to be a part of this show, but math is, okay? Raffle tickets on my channel are $3 a pop, okay? So 5 raffle tickets, in theory, would be $15. When you join the Boy Green Espresso Club, as James Kennedy just did, right? It's only $6 a month. He got 5 raffle tickets for joining just today. And as long as James Kennedy or any of you in the audience remain a Boy Green Espresso Club member, you will continue to get 5 raffle tickets every single month that you're a member. That's my gift from me to you, and thank you for joining. And again, you guys will see YouTube-only shorts that are just for you. The public will never see them. And you will also see members-only live streams at the ends of every month that you can call in. You can just hang out in the chat. We had a few people do that last time. That show was over 4 hours. Unbelievable. I mean, we talked about ranking some of our favorite callers that call into the show. That was a fun bit. We talked about crime drama. We talked about Jets. We talked about life, career. I mean, we got into all kinds of stuff. So James, welcome to the Army. And I will always pinch myself when people decide to share their hard-earned wages on this show, either as a coffee club member or an espresso club member. That means a great deal. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So folks, if you guys would like to upgrade, if you are a Boy Green Coffee Club member, you want to hit that upgrade button, you should see that option in the YouTube description down below. If that does not work for you, you can always cancel your Boy Green Coffee Club membership and then rejoin as an Espresso Club member to get all of those perks. So James, welcome to the show, baby. And again, keep an eye out. It'll probably be on the 28th. It'll probably be the last day of February. We'll make sure we talk about it all week so you guys can't miss it. And you guys will also get a special notification on YouTube as well as a Boy Green Espresso Club member when that live show begins. So we'll keep you guys abreast on that latest information. James, thank you very much. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Yes. Super chat, baby. Golden brick here from our #1 Austrian Jets fan. Let's go.
Wow.
Raffles for the legend, Indy. That's what I'm talking about, Austrian. Hell yeah.
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
There you go, baby. A $10 Euro super chat. Euro to the lane. Oh, right to the cup, baby. Hit him with that Euro step. $10 Euro, which means 4 Boy Green raffle tickets. But those are going to Uncle Indy, our main squeeze. We love you, Indy. Wherever you are out in the audience, we appreciate you. That is now 31 raffle tickets for Indy Jets. You guys, of course, if you are unaware, you are allowed to donate raffle tickets to someone else if you prefer out in the audience, and that is always fair game. So thank you kindly. That is absolutely beautiful, and I love that gesture. Thank you, #1 Austrian Jet fan, for your kindness. that is well received. So for Indy, we're thinking about you, buddy. We love you. We love you, Uncle Indy. Thank you. Hey, now it is rating memberships. We're getting nuts out here. Look at this. Nate Jets hit him with a 5-pack combination. 5 Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let's go. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. How about 5 memberships? Nate Jets, that's what I'm freaking talking about, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's go.
It's Jets, Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed too.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Who wanna fly with
Oh, it is raining. I didn't see this on the weather report today, baby, but I love it. Super Chats, the Espresso Club memberships, Coffee Club memberships, baboomska, baboomska, baboomska. It's a party out here. Nate Jets, that's 5 raffle tickets, buddy, to our contest. Let's freaking go. Oh, my good Lord, have mercy. That's what I'm talking about. So, Nate, that is 10 raffle tickets so far this month, buddy. Absolutely special. All right, these 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club are as follows. Let's get that here on the program. Here they are. Let's see, everybody. Let's make sure I get them. We got Ryan King. Welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club. We got Jake OL, 7HW. We got Johnny Jets is in the club. Mr. Maji is back. Welcome back, Mr. Maji. Teen Curry, you're in there. Make sure you tip your waiter. Nate Jets just opened up the door, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Nate the Great here on the program. Oh, yes. And by the way, Nate the Great, he just tied for top 5 on the leaderboard with Lou B, Super Jets fan. Lou B, move over because Nate has just joined you on the boat, baby. He has just joined you on the boat. Boom, shakalaka. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, this is a historic show. I can feel it. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's it. Welcome, everybody in here. The energy, the vibes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So here we go. I'll answer some of your questions, and we'll open up the phone lines here in just a minute here on the program. Let's go through these. Yeah, there's Austrian Love, Nate Love in the chat. Yeah. That's it. That's the way. Shout out to Indy. Thank you, Nate. Austrian is fired up. Taylor Sterling says, Salah had a fetish forecasting to play ABT at right tackle. Yeah, the thing he said, I remember this quote. He said it about ABT. He said it about George Fant when he was here. He said it's a blessing and a curse that, like, some of these guys can play multiple positions. And I just, again, it was neat that they could do it in a pinch. Not a lot of people have the ability. So it's happened to a few players on the Jets, like Tittman has played all over the place. ABT has specifically played all over the place. We've seen George Fant do it before. Not quite like ABT where he's playing left tackle, left guard, right tackle. But, like, that's so rare. That does not happen. Like, we've had offensive linemen on the show. I've had George Fant on the show. I've had Laken Tomlinson on the show. And they've talked about the difficulties of playing different positions, man. It is, in Madden, it's boop, boop, edit player, LT, LG, RG, RT. It takes seconds. But the actuality of it is very difficult. So, again, if ABT comes back, I hope they say, hey, buddy, you're a left guard and you ain't moving. That's what I would prefer. MFC says, it can't be that hard to get Kevin James to do a Jets chant. He's a fan. Yeah, I got to go see. Maybe that's out there somewhere in the universe. I don't think I've ever seen him. Not that he's never done it in his life, but I don't know if I've ever seen a video of him doing that. Hep saying the O-line is all about chemistry. Absolutely. Chemistry, camaraderie, reps. So the fact that last season the Jets were the only team in the NFL. Again, the season sucked, of course, 3-14. I'm not dressing it up that it was better than it was. But the cool thing about it, not the 3-14, but what happened during the season, is the Jets were the only team in the NFL that started the same 5 all year long, pillar to post, week 1 to week 18, same 5. And John Simpson talked about it after the season about that doesn't mean they were all just super lucky and avoided injuries. And again, there's a difference between being injured and being hurt, which we've talked about on the show in the past. But they all played through nicks and bruises and all kinds of things where things happen and they were together. There was luck, like they didn't break a leg. Now, ABT tore his pec, not his pec, his triceps, excuse me, right before the season. So that could have happened week 1, and then that statistic would not be true. The Jets would not, it wouldn't have been the first Jets team to play all 5 all season long since 2012 if ABT got hurt a week later. But it did happen where right before the season they were able to call an audible at the line of scrimmage. But yeah, I hope this unit's together for a long time. I'm going to be honest. Let's answer some more of your questions, comments here on the program. Vegas Nick says 1 year early is always the best move. Again, referencing the Joe Chipman contract extension. I agree. I would. I'd get on top of this. You are going to, on any given offseason, you're going to have big decisions, right? This offseason, John Simpson, ABT, Brees Hall. There's other free agents you can sign. There's trades. There's draft. There's all this crap. There's so much crap. Like, if you can be proactive and just get something done that you know you want, then why not be? And if I'm Tippman, I am tickled if the Jets call me up and say, hey, we don't have to pay you now, but you know what? We will. And maybe that'll give Tippman a little bit of wiggle room to say, hey, I want to be here, man, and you're going out of your way to pay me before you have to. Maybe you'll take a little less. Now, it's still going to be a lot, but I'm okay paying a lot. I want you get what you pay for. And Tippman's been awesome, so I have no problem rewarding Tippman for his greatness. And I hope he's on the line for a long time. For sure. Yeah, so I got no problem with that. No problem with that whatsoever. Vegas Nick explained that he voted yes on the ABT poll, which again we'll reference throughout the show, but only on a 1 year prove it deal, not a multi-year deal, which Rich Cimini suggested may be required to get it done. Yeah, Arian Smith was solid on special teams as well. But again, when you draft someone in the 4th round, you probably have higher expectations than a gunner. But he did have some nice gunner plays. Lou B says we should extend everyone on special teams. I agree. I'd probably take advantage of Austin McNamara making cheap money and Isaiah Williams making cheap money before I pay them. But yeah. Old Yank says, don't let Kane go. He's fast AF. Can confirm. I love Kane Nguanu. Johnny Boy says, Will Levis. I think we talked about this yesterday. Someone threw this question out there. Will Levis has some interesting food things we talked about where he eats a banana with a peel on and puts mayo in his coffee. That's disgusting. He is an athletic marvel. He's in unbelievable physical shape. He's a physical specimen. He's got a great arm. He's got all kinds of things going for him. But he is, how do I say this with all due respect? Football stupid. Like he thinks he can make every play. And maybe every quarterback has a little bit of that in him. Will Levis has too much of that in him. Like every play has to be a home run. And what a quarterback has to learn is running an offense, taking singles, taking doubles, taking triples, just getting the ball in play. Get the ball in play. Get the ball in play. Dump it off to your running back, see if you can make someone miss. Get the ball in play. Get the ball in play in baseball. Get the ball in play. Let's go. Let's just get the ball in play. Let's see what happens. Things happen. Will Levis, in the games I've seen of Will Levis, and I've seen a bunch in his career, he's had a few primetime games, and I've seen games when he's played against us. Like, every play has to be a home run for him, and that obviously gets him in a ton of trouble. The thing is that Tennessee has their franchise quarterback, obviously, in Cam Ward. They have a new regime in. The regime that drafted Will Levis is not there anymore. And Will Levis, I think, has 1 year left on his rookie contract. So he'd be dirt cheap and high, low risk, high reward. You give up a 6 or 7 for him. Okay. All right. He's not my favorite quarterback, but if you're making upside plays, again, I can't remember if this was on the MC show, digital show or not yesterday, but if you went Tanner McKee, Will Levis, and a rookie in the draft, all right, let them all battle it out and we'll figure out what the hell happens. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not paying anything crazy. I'm not giving anything more than a 6th or 7th round pick if I traded for him. So as long as you're cool with that, Johnny, we're copacetic, brother. Mm. Vegas Nick says, I could see Tyrod Taylor starting the season without a job and then getting signed when injuries start, hitting him around the leg. That could happen for sure. I think he'll have a job before that, to be honest. He's not going to be, obviously, one of the first free agents signed, but I think people just like him. Like, he doesn't ruffle feathers in the locker room, and I think a lot of teams just like that from their quarterback. They shut up, show up, and lead when they need to. Hep says, Kirk Cousins, Marcus Mariota, and a rookie. All right, you can sell me on that combo platter, sure. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. That's not bad at all. As Old Yank says, do we think that 2 vets will want to come here? It'll depend on the vets, right? Like, who's a good example? Right, like Kirk Cousins and Derek Carr aren't both coming here. Yeah, they're not both like if one knows the other one's here, they're not coming. That would shock me. So on that, when you get the higher level name veteran, like Marcus Mariota, sure, he could be in there with another veteran, but like Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, even though he's not coming back, he's going to stay in Indy. But like those guys, I don't think would sign with another quality big name veteran. I don't think so. But a lower level veteran, a Tyrod, a Marcus, sure, yeah, I could see that. Who do we have as a capable backup? If you're talking quarterback, no one. Justin Fields, they're going to move on from. Tyrod, again, you could sell me on if he's battling from QB3, maybe trying to get QB2 but lose. Like I'm not ready to have Tyrod as the break the glass, pun intended, guy. No. William Ameley says ABT will sign a prove-it deal with the Jets. I would love that if he would. I don't know if he will, though. Yeah. Lou B mentioning Caleb Down, Sonny Styles. Again, you want to make some Ohio State dips. I'm game. Again, we have not talked about it enough on the show. About Caleb Down simulations. If you take Caleb Downs at 2, what happens? Or I've seen Caleb slip a couple of times. If you get, I don't know, let's say front 7 player. Let's go. Oh, you want to do Ohio State thing? Okay. Like Arvell Reese number 2. Caleb starts to drop around 10, 11. I'd move up from 16 to 10 or 11 to get Caleb. And then you just got 2 bona fide guys on defense. And if you're making that sort of a mini jump, you don't have to give up a ton. I would be for that possibility. I would absolutely. For sure. Take for Ty, our buddy says, Jets have money to spend. Take the risk and extend him. Okay, there you go. That's the way to do it. For sure. William Ameley, good morning. Quincy says he would like to stay with the Jets. Let him compete for a linebacker spot. I think Quincy's just being nice. I don't know, man. Zach Rosenblatt reported that Quincy was telling people around him that these are his final days with the Jets at the end of last season. Now, words are words. You can say whatever and then contract talks. I'd be surprised if he came back. I like Quincy. I just got a Quincy Williams jersey actually on the Facebook Marketplace. I haven't worn it yet. It's still folded, so I better wear it while I still have a chance while he's a member of the Jets. But I was just proud to wear a Quincy jersey. If I'm out and about and I'm wearing a Quincy Williams jersey, I feel very good about it because I like Quincy. I think he's a good person to represent for sure. All right, let me catch up on a few things and we'll open up the phone lines. Hennessy Highsmith says ABT will go somewhere else and play 17 games. So yeah, that would be the way. That would be the Jet thing to happen. That would be. Indy Jets. Who gets signed first, Brees or Clemens? Oh, that's such a good choice. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a tie. Maybe they signed at the same time. Yeah. Let's see. Some Jets should keep Tyrod. Some Jets shouldn't keep Tyrod. A lot of people are back and forth on that. Hey, look, it's our buddy DNY for life. Let's go. Every time we get a super chat or member shout out, well, we heard from my daughter, Zariah Luna. Go.
Wow.
Oh, Devin has discovered a pattern. ABT is healthy every other year. Give him 2 years. Or can we sign him for a one on, one off? Is that a thing? Can we go, hey, you just got hurt, so that means you're good for 2026. Sign with someone else for 2027, then come back in 2028. Maybe there's an on-off deal. Wax on, wax off. Maybe. Member for 19 months, by the way. DNY for life. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your support, my brother from another mother. Let's go. All right, I don't believe I missed anyone else's super chat or comment, but I wanted to engage with a bunch of you here on the chat, so I appreciate that. All right, let's do this, baby. We're going to open up the phone lines. But again, another big shout out to MFC gifting a membership, Jake Asman gifting a membership, James Kennedy, Espresso Club, Austria Jet Fan gifting memberships for our boy Indy earlier in the show. Thank you very much. That's very nice of Austrian. Nate Jedge dropping a 5-pack combination. Yeah, baby. And a DIY for life, a member shout out for being a member for 19 months. Wait a second before we go to the phone lines. Another super chat coming in. Our buddy Luby Super Jets fan.
Wow.
This is a great question. It's sort of like the whole, and his question is for audio-only listeners, $2 super chat. What will Tank for Ty's name be after the draft? We have a user on YouTube in our chat who's been in our chat for a long time, and his username is Tank for Ty. He's referencing Ty Simpson, the Alabama quarterback. He wants Ty Simpson here. Lou B asks, what will Tank for Ty's name be after the draft? Will he just remain Tank for Ty? And if Tank or Tank for Ty, if Ty Simpson has success wherever he goes, even if it's not the Jets, will Tank for Ty, maintain the name moving forward? Or like as soon as it becomes clear that Ty Simpson is, if he is a Jet, then I imagine Tank for Ty stays forever. But if Ty Simpson is not a Jet, does he lodge onto another name? Does he just leave the community entirely? Remember B-Mac, C-Mac, D-Mac, F-Mac? What the hell happened to him? After the Aaron Rodgers thing is over, he just left. It was just it was an era, I guess. It was a period of time. And I just was having this conversation. This is super deep. But I was just having this conversation with my fiance. I think this is important for all you out in the audience before we open up the phone lines. Something we have to realize, and I think it's very hard to realize, is sometimes people are in your life for a period of time and then they're gone. When they're in your life, they seem so important. Oh my God, this person is a game-changing chess piece on my board. And then poof, they're gone. And you have to come to grips holy crap. Sometimes people are just in my life for a period of time. They serve their purpose. And sometimes it's not just a purpose someone working with you, finish a project and then leave. But I just mean serve your purpose in the greater light of the Lord, that they serve their purpose of what they were in your life. They got you through a tough time. They were a best friend when you needed it. They were anything. And then they're gone. I just had a friend recently who was semi-recently that was in my life for 10 years, a long time, very important. Me going through my radio journey and my radio business taking a chance on me. And then before the show even started, this individual I'm thinking of was such an important part of my life. This is a person that helped me a great deal in this business. And then suddenly just poof, gone. We don't text, we don't call, we don't nothing. And it just gone. It just whoop, doesn't exist anymore. And that's a difficult thing every once in a while I think about. I'm like, oh man, I'd love to reconnect with that person. And the feeling's not mutual. So it's just over. They're in your life for a period of time and then they're gone for whatever reason, So it's just something to think about. So, and from that very serious philosophical, something to think about to this of is Tank for Ty? Is he here with us for the foreseeable future? Or is he here for this period of time? It's a good question. Something to think about. Something to ponder, quite frankly. Something to ponder indeed. Luby Super Jets fan, let's add this to your previous Super Chat totals. You're now up to 11 raffle tickets. That'll tie you with our buddy Nanga Iboko in the chat. Appreciate Nanga jumping in here. So Luby Super Jets fan, you've moved up a ring on our leaderboard here. You're now in 4th place. Nate the Jets now holds 5th place all to himself with a 10-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Thank you very much. So there you have it. Luby says Ty's going 16 max. Yeah. For sure. Although the Rams 13 is a place to think about. How to see Heisman. Such is life. Someone could be here and gone the next. Yeah, it could be from life or death where someone's here and then they're not here all of a sudden. Yeah. For sure. It does. Things happen like that. Yeah. People walk out of your life and sometimes people just leave your life and you have no choice. Let me see. I just saw a Lamar Jackson thing. Let me see this real quick. Who asked this? Oh, Ol Yank. Let's bring Ol Yank up here before we go to the fine lines. He says, I still think we should call Baltimore and inquire about Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I agree. Why not? Again, Rich Cimini told me this when we did an interview like 2 weeks ago. He said, Darren Muji's not doing his job if he's not calling everybody up. He's calling the Texans about CJ Stroud. He's calling the Raiders about Fernando Mendoza. Like, he should call everyone because you never know. What if you call and you assume it's a no, and then they go, well, maybe. And they're like, what? Because that's what happened with the Colts Sauce situation. The Colts needed a corner. They called the Jets, and just by circumstance, they brought up Sauce, and Muji said, well, I wouldn't give him away. And all of a sudden, the Colts' ears picked up like, holy shit, they would consider trading Sauce? And then, boom, it went to this level of everywhere where it went. So you never know. From what Ravens people seemed to tell me at the time, there was a choice this offseason, Harbaugh or Lamar. And it seems like with Harbaugh getting fired, they chose Lamar. So I would imagine he's not available, but why not call? He's a 2-time NFL MVP, man. I'd be intrigued. We don't have a quarterback. I mean, come on, man. We don't have a quarterback. We don't have a quarterback. Look at this. The MC Show digital channel with a $5 super chat. Whoa.
Wow.
By the way, I want to give a big congratulations. This is Jim Lurch, my partner in crime. We're doing a show live at 11 o'clock. What time is it? 8:22. So we're 2.5 hours away. We will have NFL Insider, your favorite out in the audience, Matt Lombardo. He will be joining us on the show, and we will play Tag or No Tag. Okay, we've got several candidates that could be franchise tagged. And again, we're in that 2-week period right now. And NFL insider Matt Lombardo will give us the latest he's hearing. Will this player be tagged? Breece Hall, of course, will be brought up on the show later today. Tag or no tag for all the players. We'll talk about them, all the names that could possibly happen coming up. So we will be doing that live at 11 o'clock. I'm very much looking forward to that show. We'll also be having Jake Asman on the MC Show digital channel as well. Also, folks, I want to give another shout out. We're a couple subscribers away from 8,390. That's unbelievable. My brain explodes when I see these subscribers. So, folks, if you're not subscribed to this channel, it's New York Jets content all day, every day, baby. We're a few subscribers away from 8,390. And again, closer and closer. We're hitting these milestones to get closer and closer to 10K. And I will tell you this, for our Man-Shot Show with Boy Green brethren out there in the audience, let's take a gander here at the latest numbers. We have had a massive response. Let's see what we're up to. We're up to 630 subscribers, baby. So let's see if we can keep that train rolling here. Let me throw it up. This is the YouTube channel, baby. It's youtube.com/@MC Show Digital. We have 300 plus people in the room. Our subscribership has grown a great deal. I will actually share the YouTube direct link right now in the chat for anyone that just wants to click and hop on over. Feel free to do so, baby. Yeah, subscribe here. We'll see if my partner Jim Lurch calls in when we open up the phone lines here in just a minute. But I just dropped it in on YouTube. It's right there. You guys can click that link and hit subscribe. We talk New York Jets. Again, we do weekly interviews with Jake Asman. We do live NFL shows. Again, today we'll do the franchise tag game. On Monday, we talked about all these projected trades from ESPN, said good trade, bad trade, this, that, or the other. So, guys, make sure you check it out. Hit that subscribe button. We just hit 630 subscribers. Unbelievable. The arrow is pointing up on the MC Show digital channel. It's a fun channel that I do. I co-host that channel with my partner, Jim Lurch. We did a radio show together. I joined his radio team 11 years ago. Believe it or not, I was just a wee lad. I joined 11 years ago as an intern in August of 2015. I was with him as an intern for a while and then just rose up the ranks. Intern, producer, co-host, and now we're here in the digital space, which is super exciting. Lurch, of course, was at our Jets tailgate last year. if the dates line up, you'll be back at the tailgate this year, so that's going to be pretty awesome. So again, show your support. Thank you so much, and let's put that down. MC Show Digital is now officially in our raffle this month. So MC Show Digital, yes, you have one raffle ticket, and you're $1 away from another raffle ticket at some random point here in the month of February. If you contribute another $1 or more, you will get another raffle ticket to the contest. So thank you so much to the MC Show Digital team, baby. That's what I'm talking about. It's been an exciting show. Ton of super chats and everything. Oh, wow. MC Show Digital saying that's for Indy. Oh, my goodness. Well, let's add that to the board. That's a super cool move. And I will do this, MC Show Digital. I will honor that gift and give it to both you and Indy. That's very kind of you to do. And I would do the same for Austrian as well. That's a very kind. I will match your contribution, and we will keep that for both. So beautiful. Thank you so much. That's a very kind gesture. That's now 32 raffle tickets for Indy Jets. Thank you. Very kind message there from MC Show Digital. A wonderful message indeed. We'll add that to Indy, and shout out to Indy out in our audience. He has had a tremendous impact on so many in our community. So appreciate that. Thank you, MC Show Digital, for that. So yes, guys, make sure you guys hopping over. All right, let's do this thing, baby. Let's freaking go. We are going to hit up the phone lines. If you're watching on any other portal, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is. Oh, wow. Okay, MC Show Digital says, play me a video for that super chat, BG, all for Indy. All right, let's do that. Before we go to the phone lines, let's pick something good, something juicy. What's something for Indy that Indy loves? Let's see here. Some of this. There you go. Or maybe, perhaps.
I'm going off the rails on a Mozzie train. There you go.
That laughter is Indy Jets behind the scenes on that one. So a historic moment. I don't know if EZ loves that, but I know Indy does, and that's for Indy. There you go. Shout out to MC Show Digital. That Indy laugh. I want to just get that laugh as part of the thing. Indy is such an infectious laugh. It's sort of hearty. I got to meet Indy at the tailgate and the takeover at the Cloverleaf Tavern. Indy is this hearty. You sort of hear it. Let's do this one more time. You can hear it at the back end of the Mozzie trade action. You can hear Indy's laugh. Very hearty.
I'm going off the rails on a Mozzie train. There you go.
They're very hearty, infectious even. Yeah. He's got a nice laugh there. Very nice laugh. It's always good. So shout out there as well. Yeah. It's beautiful. Nice touch. All right, let's do this, baby. We're going to play a HEP timeout. Up next, we welcome your phone calls here on the show. We have 400 people in the room now. Appreciate it. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuning into the show. It's been a party so far. Super chat, super stickers, memberships. I mean, oh my goodness, I've been overwhelmed by the response so far on the show. This is a lively show here on a Wednesday morning on February 18th. Let's do this. We'll play this HEP timeout. If you want to call it out in the audience, whether it's your first time calling or you're a frequent flyer, okay? You're a frequent, offender, and this is the place for you, baby. Or if it's your first time calling ever, we welcome all here on the phone lines. Hop on over to youtube.com/@boygreen25, and you can click the pinned comment. We'll be right back after this.
1, 2, 3. Whoa! Boy Green, fucking daily, fucking daily, fucking daily. Talking Jets football, man. All right. Boy Green daily, fucking daily, fucking daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. Everyone, J-E-T-S, Jets. Boy Green, fucking daily, fucking daily, fucking daily. Talking Jets football, man. All right. Boy Green, fucking daily, fucking daily, fucking daily. Nice. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go!
There you go. You just heard it from HEP. Let's freaking go. The phone lines are now pinned on youtube.com/@boygreen25. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitter, or, of course, if you're watching on YouTube Live, you can click that pinned comment and feel free to call into the show on a variety of topic matters. Maybe it's some of the free agent information. Maybe it's on the Joe Tippmann potential extension at top of the year. Maybe it's on things well beyond any of that. That's all welcome here on the program, so feel free to take full advantage. Again, that is the pinned call-in link. While we're, we'll go through some more comments in a second. I want to go back to the poll. We have over 100 votes. Shout out to Troy Sturgis, All Yank, and everybody that suggested this. Would you extend Elijah Vera Tucker, or would you let him go in free agency? 72% of you said you would keep him. And I think I agree, quite frankly. Of the two choices, right? You have two possibilities. You could go AVT or John Simpson. Go on AVT. They could go with the high upside. Let's go to the phone lines here. Whoa, mama. We got a legend here. We've got Justin Jett. What's up, pal?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, Justin? What's going on, man?
Your birthday.
I had my birthday.
Today's your
turned
birthday?
7.
You said today's your birthday,
Yes.
Justin?
No,
Yesterday.
the day before yesterday.
The day before
Uh-huh.
yesterday.
On the 15th. On the 15th.
Oh, 15. Oh, that's
15th
3
of
days
February.
ago. Oh, okay. Well, how old are you now? How old are you now, Justin?
7.
7? Oh, my God. 7? How does it feel to be 7?
Good.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Well, good. What'd you get for your birthday, Justin?
I got a
Look at the car.
I
Yeah, what'd
got
you get?
I got a Knicks nightlight.
Oh, cool. What else?
I got a Skip It.
Pokemon.
What's a skip it?
It's a thing that you put around your foot and then you swing it around. You have to jump over it.
Ah, cool. I think I had one of those in the 90s. Okay, that's cool. Anything else?
Say thanks, goodbye.
Thanks, goodbye.
All right, there he is, Justin Jett, joining us here on the show. That was awesome. Shout out to Justin Jett for joining us here on the program. Hey, that was awesome. Shout out. Let's do it, Justin Jett. Here you go. All right, what a legend, Justin Jett. Happy belated birthday from a few days ago. 7. I'll tell you this random story. For some reason, it was either my birthday or someone else's birthday. We were at school, and they brought a clown to the gymnasium. And he asked me or someone else. I can't remember if it was me or someone else in the group. He said, "Whoa, hey, it's your birthday?" And I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I'm not quite creeped out by clowns like my fiance is, but, they're still sort of weird. Anywho, he says, like, "Oh, it's your birthday. How old are you?" And I or someone else in the group said, "Oh, 6. Yeah, I'm 6." And he went, "Oh, you're sick? Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry." No, sir, I'm 6. 6. SIX 6. He went, "Oh, sick. Oh, that's too bad. Hey, clown, I'm 6. SIX." And it turned into this whole thing, and the clown kept going, "Oh, sick. Unbelievable." And it was a whole thing. Oh, my goodness, clowns. What are you going to do with clowns, huh? But no, he did do that for 7, but he did do, for 6. Yeah, there's the thing. Anywho, salute to Justin Jets. Great nickname. I'm sure he's going to be taking my job soon as a future Jets content creator. Yeah, Jets and Knicks fan. You saw that NY Jets fandom. Yeah, that's quite a commitment. Quite a commitment, especially at 7. He's in for a long life, but a rewarding life, because when the wins happen, and they will eventually happen for the Knicks. 1973 was that last championship. They will eventually for the Jets. 1968 regular season, 1969 the year. Oh, it will happen. It will happen for all of us. So a shout out to Justin Jett. Justin Jett. Salute to you, buddy. Very nice. Let's go to the phone lines. It is, in fact, a Wednesday, which means it is this man's day of choice. If you look at the calendar, this is circled on the calendar. It's circled on the calendar for me. Obviously, it's circled on the calendar for this individual. He is a busy, busy man. And anytime he has the chance to grace us with his presence, we can do nothing more than bend the knee at the kingdom that is the Cloverleaf Tavern. It is a fine establishment with excellent workers, excellent food, excellent customer service, all led by the true king of the North. It is none other than Chef Kevin Gilbert gracing us with his presence. Chef.
My man, BG, man, good morning. Thanks for that intro, my G.
Yes, sir. God bless. How are we?
Good, good. Bit busy for sure.
Right.
Today is a Cane Day. Cane is the #1 brewery here in New Jersey, and it's
Wow.
our 13th annual tap takeover. We got 24 lines of their stuff, pretty
Wow.
rare. So yeah, we're gonna be busy. But I had to just want to jump on real quick.
Of course.
Couple jet points or whatever.
Yes, sir. Of course.
So the Breeze slander stuff be having me going nuts, man. It's what it is. I get it. I understand that. He's not happy. I mean, what jet that has been here for multiple years is happy?
That's fair. Very
I
fair.
mean, they already what was it? The player evals with the owner. They already ranked
yeah.
Woody as the worst.
Yeah.
Out of all 32. So you tell me who's happy being here. All right. I mean, they threw Garrett the bag, so he's gonna be happy.
Sure.
AVT, man, that poll went up.
Mm-hmm.
I've been riding for him, but I was in that 30% that's just like, you know what? At this point, I'm like, I want him. Don't get me wrong, I want him, but I'm just thinking the price tag is going to be too much. And what we already had last year with the line, and this is assuming that Simpson's going to stay. If we lose Simpson, then it's like, all right, we gotta overpay a little bit to keep AVT. But the injuries, man, that's just the one thing that I'm just worried about, man, because we give him the money and then that messes up our cap space. If he goes again, he was out the whole season last year, so it's like conditioning, strength. All that stuff, like speed off the line, like he's gonna have to work and get that all back, man. It's just not like that, like
definitely not.
Muscle memory. It ain't that. He got to work for it. Thank God it's not a lower leg, issues. It's something that I think is a little bit more manageable.
For sure, he still do the lower stuff with the tricep thing. He should, in theory, and it's sort of a freak. Right, it's not an Achilles, it's not an ACL. Right, that is a weird. Again, I never wanted him hurt, and nor did anyone. But if he was to be hurt, that's better than the other. Sure.
He's drafted by us, man. Like he's been with the team for a while.
Yeah.
With your boy Harrison Phillips talking the way he was talking to to our guy Jake on Radio Row, like I feel like AVT wasn't one of those those bad attitude cats. Like obviously he didn't play with him this year, but he's still around. I'm assuming. So it would be good to keep him, but at what price? And at this point, we're putting up a poll up. How are we going to do it? I'm just factoring that we're going to have to spend some high dollar coin on him.
Yeah.
So with all these other needs that we have, man, it's like, hearing about people so high on AD Mitchell is like also driving me crazy. Like if he's a starting wide receiver on our team, where are we going? But bottom line, where are we going?
Yeah, I prefer him as wide receiver 3 for sure.
That's at the that's the ceiling.
Right. I agree, 100%.
But here's the thing, BG. This is a sport where you get tackled.
Well, yes.
We're another injury away from him being a starter.
That's a good point. Yes.
I need him to be 4th, 5th. 5th is where I feel good. 5th option.
Wow. Okay.
Just not like with the Colts, he wasn't even starting over there. Like, come on.
That's true.
Let's be real. He had no production whatsoever. Like, come on, man. What I mean, so where are we going? This season, like quarterback, we're still talking about, who's going to be in this and that. Like, where's the direction? We'll see, man. We'll see the draft, free agency, all that will come up. It's cool, I guess, for us to be talking about, these players coulda, shoulda. What are we going to do? Speculate. I get all that stuff, man. The Breeze stuff, we're close, man. We're close to figuring out what we're gonna do because your boy AG
Yeah.
He was that dude that was like at the beginning of the year, yeah, I'm not trading Brees. Then the Kansas City stuff comes out of the deadline. It's like, oh, all right, you was looking, everybody tradable for the right price, a fourth
Sure.
round pick, it's
Right.
whatever. But if we do eventually trade him, which is probably likely, then what is AG going to say? Like, oh, I didn't mean right now. I didn't mean I was going to trade him right now. Like, that's your boy, man. This is the same AG foolery, man. You ain't fooling me. AG ain't fooling me. He gonna fool you guys. You ain't fooling me.
That's possible.
Nope. But hey, man, it's what it is, man. This, hopefully we see something, man. The coaching, that's just like the little bit of bought in, just a little bit of buyback, man. You get the coaches, get the schemes right, get the plan, get the players to fit the plan, get the players to fit the system. Do all that, and then see how everything goes. And you got to build on the draft that we got, man. Because after like the second, third round, there's not really too much that we can really utilize as like starters. That Malachi pick, that was good. I'm not saying he no all pro, but it looks like he's gonna fit. Other than that, what do we really have? Titman, what was he? A second round pick, I think. Like,
Correct. Yep. Top 40 pick.
I
Or
think
top
he's
50 pick,
somebody.
rather. Yep.
Yeah, he's somebody you got to pay, man.
Me too. I agree.
If you're gonna pay Myers, you gotta pay Titman. He's a
100%.
locker room dude, really really good dude. Met him a bunch of times, man. He said that I'm the best chef and all that. Like, he's he got a fan in me, man. And it's the
Well,
play on the
obviously he's got
field.
great taste. I mean, that's obviously true. I mean, yeah.
It's like the adversity too, man. Just remember that last year with Rodgers, where during training camp, where we was at, he had some high snaps. He had some bad stuff, man. And we're all watching it. I'm like, ooh, this does not look good. And then he played great. He played great at center. He didn't have those high snaps during the regular season. It was a nightmare or whatever that Rodgers last year. But whatever, I'm talking about his play. His play was good. All right. It wasn't like, ooh, I don't know, maybe we drafted the wrong dude. And then what happens? We move him over to guard, and he had a really good season, man. And especially when they make him pull, when he's pulling as a guard, and you're seeing this big country pork chop eating dude running right at you, he'll mow you down. And that's what I was seeing, man. Like, he ain't a dude to play, but we gotta lock him up now because the price is gonna go up.
100%.
Keep this line, keep this line together, man. Get the pieces that you need to fit the schemes. You want to run, all right, that's cool, but we also need a pass, man. Passing last year was pathetic. Draft, you got to get your wide receivers, man. Free agency, I mean, it's like, what is that? Pierce, is he gonna move the needle for us? Like who's going to move the needle? Are we just going to stay in the same way of thinking of just getting some mid players, some decent dudes? Or are we going to get some cats to really make this happen this season? I don't know. Maybe it's just the year where we get a bunch of one year deals, make a couple of swings during the draft in the later rounds, and then kind of build on next year, man. See where we can go. But the quarterback is the most important piece, man. Without that quarterback, we can't really tell. You get a Cousins who's just going to come here for a bag like he did last time. Is he somebody that's going to move this franchise in another direction? The Kyler Murray's, all this other stuff. We got to nail this stuff, man. I ain't got the answer at quarterback, but the people that are in position, Muji
Hopefully
and
they do.
AG, they got to figure it out. Otherwise, they're going to be on that flight out of Teterboro, man.
Chopping block.
AG gonna be going to Cancun early this year, man. If you don't, really get the stuff right.
It's true. Yeah.
But I appreciate you taking my call, man.
Of course.
But I didn't shout out the coffee club members or you.
Yes.
#1 Austrian Jet fan, man. Keep doing your thing. Shout out to that boy, Johnny Boy and Indy Jets, man. Keep your health at the forefront, man. We're thinking about you. Have a good one, y'all.
There he is, Chef Kevin Gilbert, joining us here on the program. A lot of things there from that chef call. There's one thing I see that someone commented from the chef call. It is Jets Johnny. He says, 80 at 5. Come on, man. We get some ESPN. Come on, man. Yeah, I would, okay. So there's all these different lines, okay? So Chef says, he'd be really comfortable with Adonai Mitchell as a 5, wide receiver 5. Okay. I do a show every Tuesday and Thursday with James Woody. Okay. He's a Jets analyst extraordinaire. He contributes to JetNation.com. He thinks AD Mitchell can be a 2 for the Jets. Okay. So he's over at 2 land. Chef Kevin Gilbert's over at 5 land. Me, my porridge, of course, is somewhere in the middle. I don't think 5. I mean, if he is a 5-man, our wide receiver room must be pretty good. I think a 2 is a little over aggressive. Where I would prefer AD Mitchell is like a 3. Like you get and we'll do a show about this. There's a receiver I've circled, and I'll do an article about it probably today. And then maybe we'll do the show tomorrow. We'll see when we do the show. Let me make sure I write this down for it. There's a wide receiver that I have identified. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, but there's a wide receiver I've identified that I think would be a great running mate with Garrett Wilson. We'll get back into him later. But a different show this week. But that individual, add him, he's the wide receiver 2. And then if Adonai Mitchell is the wide receiver 3, then okay, that's a comfortable place for me. A guy that's a former top 50 pick, or top 60 pick. I think he was like in the 50s is when he was drafted. So a top 60 pick. That's a much more comfortable place for me. So wide receiver 3 behind Garrett Wilson, obviously, a bona fide number 2, and he's 3 where he gets to mix in. I think that would be good. 5 seems a little low, but if he's 5, hopefully that means your wide receiver room is kick ass. So that would be one way to do it. I see Mr. Bruno says, can we turn Justin Fields into Brad Smith? This sounds great on paper, right? We're already paying him, and if we move on in a pre-June 1 designation, you save $1 million, and you eat a ton of dead cap. So it doesn't seem to make sense to get rid of him. Why wouldn't you keep him? Well, if he would be willing to do the Brad Smith thing, come on down, Justin Fields. But as we learned last season, he shared hesitancy to serve in that role and coming off the bench cold turkey, which Rich Cimini seemed to indicate that rubbed some teammates the wrong way. So, yeah, it sounds great on paper, but I don't think Justin's willing to do that. I think he wants to be a quarterback. He's a former first rounder. Brad Smith, I believe, was a 4th rounder when he came out, although former Heisman finalist guy at Missouri. I don't think Justin's at that stage. And it's hard for people, right? Tim Tebow, when he got into the punt, pass protector, tight end weird thing, it took him a while to get there. These quarterbacks' egos are massive. And sometimes they never get there. They're like, no, I'm a quarterback or nothing. And maybe that's where Justin ends up being. But yes, in theory, that makes a lot of sense, Bruno. Makes a lot of sense. One more here, then we'll go back to the phone lines. NY Jets fandom says, what round can we get Cole Payton? For those who don't know, Cole Payton's been sort of trending this week. Cole Payton, okay, is the North Dakota State quarterback. He's 6'3". He's 233 pounds. He's very low on big boards. The PFF big board has him at 238 overall on their big board. Okay, here's some scouting report from Pro Football Focus. A former 2-star recruit in the 2021 class from Omaha, Nebraska. He won the Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year award as a senior in 2020. He committed to North Dakota State, where he served as a backup quarterback and situational rushing option until his senior season. That's when he became a full-time starter. I just gave you the size, 6'3", 235. They call him an adequate pro athlete. And his player comp, which I find super interesting, is they compare him to Taysom Hill, who we all know from BYU and with the Saints forever. And here was the PFF bottom line thing in reference to Taysom Hill stuff. Quote, in a world where people like to force, quote unquote, the next Taysom Hill each draft season, Payton actually has the ingredients to potentially be worthy of that comparison. He is a well above average athlete for the position, decent enough passer. He's also a left-handed quarterback to play as an H-back and even a drop-back quarterback in a pinch. However, his play as a quarterback under pressure against NFL caliber competition is still quite unproven, end quote. So it sounds like a day 3 sort of selection, potentially, if the Jets want to swim in those waters. NY Jets fandom, I've heard a lot of people talk about him. Which is a funny thing to bring up after the Justin Fields stuff about whether or not you could get a Brad Smith guy. Maybe Cole Payton is your Brad Smith guy. So that could be possible. So there you have it. Let's go to a super chat here. For Johnny Boy. Oh, wow. Okay, let's get this super chat in here. I love super chats. Super chats are great.
Wow.
$1 super chat coming in. That Johnny Boy fella was telling us how great Arian Smith is. Ooh, shots fired. Well, if Johnny Boy is out in the audience and he would like to respond to this kind of super chat fire coming at him, well, that would be certainly.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey, I can
what's
tell
up,
you this
Johnny
much.
Boy?
Arian
Okay.
Smith wasn't sulking like Brees Hall was. Arian Smith was doing everything and anything that he could to be on that field and be a true team player. Just saying. He's not out here putting tweets and then deleting them. Arian Smith is standing on business. Plus, what quarterback did he have? What OC did he have? Just saying.
Okay.
Hey.
So Chef Kevin Gilbert for the super chat. We've added that. You have 4 raffle tickets this month. Oh, baby. Anywho, yes, Johnny Boy, what's on your mind, sir?
Hey, I wanted to ask you, so on my day 3 of quarterbacks that could potentially try to help the New York Jets, the new one today for me is what about Richardson, man? He fits the mold that
Anthony Richardson you're talking about with the Colts?
Yeah. He fits the type of quarterback that Frank likes. He has the size, has the arm.
Okay.
Would he be another one that we could potentially do, especially with that? Look at Chef. What up, Chef?
Hey, man. I really don't have time, man, but I got time for you, man.
Yo,
the Brees comparison to Arian Smith, my guy. Come on,
all day. I'll take him all day
Smith
right
had
now.
how many total yards this past season?
Every wide receiver had total yards.
Man, I'm talking about Arian Smith.
Our team was
how many
Garrett
yards
Wilson.
did he have this season, Arian Smith? I'll tell you if you don't know.
Probably like 84 yards.
No, less than that. He had 53. I think I saw MF Chu, man. He had 7 or 8 catches.
I think you're right.
Come on, yo, it's JB, it's bad. Arian Smith, and hey, man, yo, I love you, man. I know you're a Georgia Bulldog, all that. You was puffing your chest out to me, telling me during the off season, yo, how great Arian Smith is gonna be, and I'm like, yo, I don't see it. The drop.
I'm just saying, if he was like in
the routes.
If he would have been in the Chiefs, if he would have been like with those types of, we don't have a quarterback, man.
Why are you saying the woulda? If he would have been this, would have. No, let's talk about what happened. What happened?
The whole team happened. We were trash.
Brees got 1,000, right?
Yeah, he did. By the way, look at these stats: 7 catches, 52 yards.
My bad.
3.2 a clip. Ugh, disgusting, Johnny Boy.
Ouch.
Hey,
Johnny Boy, the floor is yours. Respond to these stats.
Yikes.
Yo, what was Justin Fields? What was our quarterbacks?
No, we're talking about Arian Smith.
He's not answering the question, Chef. Weird. Weird energy happening here. Weird.
You don't have Snowball here to help you, man. Come on, let's go.
I know, man. Look, Arian Smith, you can't evaluate him. I can't. I mean, I can't evaluate any of the cats.
Don't put him in the same sentence as Brees, man. Come on.
No, I said Brees don't want to be here, and I can't blame him. I mean, he's been here dealing with all the losers forever and a day, and all that. But what I liked about Arian Smith is that he tried everything and anything to stay on that field.
What's up?
They drained our gas too last night. Wasn't a good night for the ball.
You see, talk about Arian Smith. Got him worried. Got him worried,
there
DG.
It was that quick. I would say this on Arian Smith. Again, was I disappointed? Chef's got Chef things going on. I would say I was disappointed with Arian Smith. And someone's asking about his drops. I'll try to get that number for you from one of the Pro Football Focus things of how many drops he had. But he's a talented guy. He's a speedster. I had higher expectations for him. When you get drafted within the first 150 picks, there's a certain expectation of what they think you're going to get. Now, in fairness, Johnny, you're right. They didn't have a friggin' quarterback and a lot of the time they didn't even get him on the field a lot either. So we'll see. Hopefully, Frank Reich and whoever the hell the quarterback is, they incorporate some Arian Smith gadget packages and try to get a couple of deep shots. Just take a shot and see what happens. Those shots will probably go a lot to Adonai Mitchell now that he's here. But we'll see what if Arian Smith can contribute beyond being a gunner.
Let me ask you this, BG, for Brees real quick, right?
Yeah.
What was his production? What was his production like during the first 3 quarters? Did he gain more of his yardage and everything during the fourth?
I don't think so. Not this year. I don't think that happened. No.
I just asked him that. I mean, look, with the Brees conversation that keeps happening, do I think Brees Hall is a talent? Yes, I think he is. Do I think that he wants to be here? I don't think so, man. And I can't blame him, bro.
I don't care if he wants to be here or not. Tag you're it, you bastard.
I mean, true story.
Yeah,
true
tag
story.
and trade him. If he doesn't want to be here and you determine AJ Muji, like, shit, this would be a locker room disaster. He would be a pissy brat in the locker room. Good. Then tag him. And then, if you know that in your head, then trade him to the highest bidder and bing, boom, bam, it's over. But get something for him for sure.
100%. And that's why I keep playing around right now with all these different quarterbacks that are out, that are potentially could be.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Richardson. Go ahead. Finish your Anthony Richardson point. Chef Kevin Gilbert ran and burst into the room.
Anthony Richardson would definitely be way better than off the rip on what we have in there right now. I mean,
probably.
Better than Cooks, better than Fields, better than, Tyrod at the moment, right? The one that intrigues me the most, though, that I think would take a shot at, still get a vet QB, of course.
Yeah.
Right. If Cousins falls and he's out there, why not? If Murray is cut, why not? But I'm not trying to trade for the cat, right?
Oh, by the way, real quick on Arian Smith before we get off Arian Smith. All right, here's me and Arian Smith. We're just hanging out. Lou B wanted me to tell this story. So Lou B. Okay, long story short. Right. I was going to go to Jets training camp and I was just going to do it as a media member. And long story short, I wasn't going to be able to make it as a media member. So I'm like, geez, well, I guess I'm not going to go. And then this particular practice I went to were season ticket holders only. So I'm not a season ticket. I'd love to be, but I'm not a season ticket holder. So I'm like, well, it won't happen. Luby calls me up super, hey man, do you want to come? I'm like, I don't know, man. It's 5 hours away. And he gets me the day before. And then basically my fiance is like, come on, it's Lou B. You've never met him before, but Lou B seems like this great guy. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll go. And we go to this Jets Giant Joint practice, and Lou B sort of hosts me, and he gives me a ticket. We go. And then Lou B, after the practice, he brings me to this private area with all these Jet players. And I'm like, holy shit, Lou B is rolling deep. And then we're hanging out, and then Aaron Smith walks by. And a lot of fans, he's signing stuff, and he signed this Jets football I have, and a very nice kid. And Lou B, or a lot of people were telling, hey, Aaron, hey, where are the 80-yard bomb touchdowns, man? We want to see those. We didn't see those in camp. And Aaron looked at us and said, yeah, we're saving it for the season. And we all went, oh, yeah. There we go. We got all excited that they're saving them for the season and doing all this other stuff. Also, real quick, Arian Smith saw a watch Lou B was wearing when we were all at this training camp. He went, holy shit, nice watch. And he asked Lou B if he could get his watch. And Lou B says, if you guys win the Super Bowl, I'll give you a watch. We'll link back up. So that was a cool story. So shout out to Lou B for bringing me there. But yeah, he said they were practicing the 80-yard bombs away from the media and fans and stuff. And they were practicing it, and that we would see it during the season. Unfortunately, we never did, which is too bad. But yeah, good story, Lou B. And again, we'll have these pictures forever. Arian Smith, cool kid. Got to meet Arian, got to meet Quincy. Good time. Sauce walked by. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Hey, Garrett obviously was the coolest one. So shout out to Garrett for chatting it up with us. Lou B is tight with Garrett. That was super cool. So salute to Arian Smith. There you go, Lou B. Yeah, that's a funny story. That's a real good story. So thank you.
Arian Smith, man, with the speed that he has,
yeah,
if he was used the right way, I think it would be a lot more different. I think people would feel a lot different in regards to the cat, right? I mean, it's doing some what are those
Right.
called? Those wide receiver screens, and you just give it the
Yeah,
ball
right.
into his hand and
Hop
just
screens,
take it off.
flares, and
Like,
stuff. They should have done more stuff, which again, and they didn't do it enough. I would have just taken shots because again, you either draw pass interference or maybe you connect, maybe you catch them sleeping, you get a deep shot. So I'm surprised they didn't do it. Hopefully, Frank Reich does that more. So go back to your point though. So your quarterback today of the day is Anthony Richardson of the Indianapolis Colts, and according to all kinds of reporters, he is likely going to demand a trade this offseason, and we could get him for not a lot. And he's obviously super talented. Now, his wild inaccuracies, scare me. Limited sample size at Florida. Like, there's a few things, and obviously the tapping the helmet, thing that will follow him now forever. He's talented. I mean, he's got a rocket launcher arm. He looks the part. And he was a human battering ram against us. He has a lot of running ability. I'd be curious if they go in that direction.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just throwing names out there, bro, because I mean, dude, what really is out there that is gonna get you, or the end goal is going to be 2027 franchise quarterback, supposedly, right? I mean,
right.
Does Cousins is the future? No. Is Malik Willis the future? No. Murray the future? No. I mean, I could keep going down the list and everything. One guy that I would potentially give a shot to, right? I mean, I like the Will Levis conversation. Why not? These dudes end up fitting what Frank Reich is and all of that, Reich, whatever his name is, and what potentially Bill Musgrave could do. All I'm saying is this, man. Like,
okay,
I'm just trying to throw some names out there because just throwing random names out there. Cass, I might be
let's
able
do
to
it.
So I don't know, man. Look, I come with these crazy thoughts. Pickens, Pittman. Like, why not, dude? If they could bolster it up, try it out and see what happens from it. I mean, do I think the Pickens thing is gonna happen? No, I know it's not gonna happen, right? It would cost a lot, and then I think the whole narrative is gonna be on everybody's stuff. Oh, he's just a mean guy. Mean. He talks mean to people. Like, yo, grow a pair. Like, it's just wild to me, bro. Like, dudes are talking about he's a hothead. Like, as if we didn't have players like that in the past before. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we're talking about, like, with the whole Brees conversation, dude. Brees is talented. Don't get it twisted and everything. I just think he's frustrated, and I just think he wants out. But at the same time, like you said it multiple times, it ain't about what you want. We're gonna tag your ass, and you're gonna be here. Does he do a whole, Saquon Barkley? He still plays on that tag regardless of it, and maybe his, stock goes up even more, and then he gets picked up by another squad the year after. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't. I think it's one of those for me is like, I like what Brees Hall did for us and everything. Let him go. Let him go and be somewhere else and let him great out there and stuff like it would just be another name to the list of Jets players that's gone somewhere else and done well, but it didn't work out for us. You know what I mean? So,
hey, Johnny, do you want to give a plug? I heard you have a big episode coming up this week.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, big shout out to our guy, the man child himself, featuring Boy Green. We're having him this Friday. I'm excited for it. Kind of get a little bit of an insight on how they started, how they met 11 years ago, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
Birch has been rocking on the radio for over 25 years, talks all sports in New York as well. So kind of get a little bit of
what time on Friday?
7:30 p.m. this Friday. So I'm looking forward to it. And then, of course, we're going to talk Jets to kind of get a little bit of an insight from somebody that shares the actual stadium with us, thoughts on what he sees the New York Jets are doing. Because, that conversation has always been who's the bigger brother, right?
Yeah.
The Jets or the Giants or blah, blah, blah. I just feel like, I think the Jets have been a lot better in recent years compared to they both suck. Let's be honest with it, man. It's just been bad, right? So who's just sucked more, I guess. But yeah, this Friday, Solo Dolo, my host, he's up in Hawaii.
Oh wow.
Hitting gongs, trying to pray for the New York Jets, going to different temples.
Of course.
You know, lighting little stuff up. So, but again, this Friday, Jets worldwide, all one word. Come check us out, man. BG and Lurch, the man child himself, is going to be there. So I'm looking forward towards it.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Other than that, again, who's a quarterback that's out there that nobody's talking about? BG?
Who's a quarterback that's out there that no one's talking about that I want? All right.
That's
so let me
potential.
do this.
That's a potential for us.
Yeah, right. So I just want to hold up the NFL standings. I'm going to comb through and see if there's someone's okay. That someone's not talking about. Let me see. Well, I'm not sure if I'd want this guy, but I heard the talk this week. CJ Stroud has come up in all the trade stuff with Todd McShay. I mean, he is a really good player, but like the most recent stuff was terrible, and it was a very bad taste in the mouth. I doubt the Texans are going to trade him low. Let me keep going through all these teams. So no, Broncos, Chiefs, no. Raiders. Geno Smith. You want to run back Geno Smith? That could be. I don't know how many people are talking about that. Let's see. Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Commanders, Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings. Oh, how about this? What about we get 9 in here? JJ McCarthy. We take JJ McCarthy off the Vikings hand. We take a low risk flyer on old JJ. Maybe you do it with the Falcons and Michael Penix, who I love. But he's coming off of injury. That complicates it, but they're sort of not truly committed to him, it looks like. So maybe J.J. McCarthy's the answer. I'm keep it looking, Saints. I've heard Dom C say this a bunch. I haven't heard it much anywhere else. Take a shot on Spencer Rattler. Tyler Shuck is the franchise quarterback down there. You take a shot on Spencer Rattler. If he's a franchise quarterback, great. If he's not, then he's a quality backup for you. So Spencer Rattler is one that's picked up a little bit of steam. So yeah, I guess the 3 names, if I had to boil it down, Spencer Rattler, JJ McCarthy, and Geno Smith. There you go.
I'm just saying, man, like, yo, it's fun to talk about, right? Because you and I, that's not happening. Right? Yeah. Like, it's not. But peep this out. The CJ Stroud conversation.
Yeah.
Would you give up the 2 1s this year for CJ Stroud? And you potentially might fix your quarterback franchise need. Just saying.
Would I give up 2 and 16 for 24 year? He's 24, by the way, for folks who don't know. He's 24. Yes, I would do it.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, it takes me a second because, again, the playoff game was one of the worst playoff games I've ever seen. Like, what are you doing, man? He would just throwing balls up to the Patriots, and I'm like, oh, dear God. Which is ugly. But then you see, like, the rookie season was awesome. You see, like, even parts of last season, he's throwing 80-yard bombs to the house. He's so talented. So, yes, I would probably do it. But, you know, I don't even know if the Texans do it.
The fact that people are, like, completely no on it and don't have a conversation to me is so wild. Yeah. I need to understand, like, we have not had any type of quarterback like that. And I don't know how.
And you're getting a lot of this. Look at these responses to your CJ Stroud thing. Jets Johnny, fuck no. Frankie, no, you're fucking crazy. So, yeah, there is a lot of angry, immediate no's.
Hey, Frankie knows I'm crazy, man. He knows my mind and what I be thinking.
Yep, like, Jay Reeves, fuck no. No, all caps. Oh, wow. Frankie, Jay Reeves. Wow, there's a lot of stuff coming through here. A lot of no's.
Oh, yeah, man. Wow. All right. Well,
ooh, okay. So sorry.
CJ Stroud, baby. I am starting that for 2 1s. Let's go.
There you go.
I think it's only you and I that are on this train right now.
I think that it's a very lonely train at this point, but there you go. Okay. Here's another suggestion. How about this? Let's go to FZA to God 36, who's been chiming in a lot of different places. A super chat.
Wow.
Trade for Joe Burrow. He doesn't want to be in Cincinnati. What about some Joe Burrow action? Huh?
Yo, there's people who say no to this dude because it would cost too much.
And I've heard people say, nah, he's injured. I'm like, what?
What are we talking about, bro? Like, yo, it's wild, man. Like, we haven't had the caliber of a Joe Burrow there, you know.
I mean, oh my goodness, Joe Burrow, like, he's one of the best quarterbacks in football. And I get the injury stuff, but behind our offensive line, we should be able to keep him healthy. So come on, man. Some Joe Burrow action. Okay, F-side to God 36. That's what I'm talking about here. Frankie wants to jump in and explain how great of an idea this is. Yeah, Frankie.
Johnny,
Hey,
you know I
Frankie,
love you, right? Johnny, you know I
I
love
love
you.
you too,
That's an
man. But
important first thing to say.
it's a good
This
conversation.
is
Look,
why I said no. Okay, let me
I
explain.
got this Dolphins fan walking
All
around.
right. It's not that I
We'll
don't
throw an egg
like
at him.
CJ Stroud or I wouldn't take a chance on CJ Stroud. The
Okay.
problem is this team is so bad, especially on the defensive side. I'm not giving up a bunch of picks because it's going to take us too much time. So I'm not giving up picks for any quarterback. I just want a competent quarterback we can sign. I'm not trading for as much as you know how much I love Fernando. But I'm not trading for him. I'm just not because we have so many problems on this team that I don't want to be giving up the future draft picks or any current draft picks. That's why. It's not that I hate CJ Stroud. I mean, yeah, he sucked in the playoffs, but that's besides the point. So
I would trade for Fernando. I would, when they said if the Raiders entertained it, I'd be like, all right,
what would you
let's
give
get
up?
busy.
Paul, what would you give up?
2, 16, another first in 2027. I'd give up 3 ones.
You and my daughter would love that, but I'm
not
doing
it. I knew the blood's running in your veins somewhere.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's your daughter. Right, but I would say this because I've heard Raiders fans because I have this running bit. We're going to have him back on the show soon. His name is Mo Moten. He's a national reporter for Bleacher Report. He's a Raiders fan, and we've known each other for a long time. And anytime there's like a Jet or Raiders thing, we give each other shit. So when the Raiders were about to trade for something and bring a wide receiver, and I said, wow, Aiden O'Connell's going to cook next year. And I'm just giving him shit because I'm trying to, poke the bear, and he does it to me. And a Raiders fan responded, all right, Paul, you want Fernando? I'm like, yes, I want Fernando. They're like, here's the offer. We want 2, we want 16, and we want whatever. It's conditional. Whatever your best first round pick is next year, we'll take that. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Because who knows what that first could be? It's ours, Colts, and then best of Packers, Cowboys. I don't know. What if Dak Prescott, and I hope this doesn't happen, I don't root for injury. What if he falls down the stairs and breaks his leg and freaking it's not Cooper Rush anymore. I don't even know who the hell the backup is. Whoever the hell the backup is for the Cowboys, and they go 2-15. I'm not giving up that number 1 pick that I don't know. So I'd give up my worst of the 3 first round picks, but that's still 3 first round picks to move back 1 spot. I would do it for Fernando. Yes.
Oh, I don't know, man. Do I like Mendoza? Yes. Do I think he's the franchise? Big question mark, bro. It's a big question mark.
If we had the number 1 pick, you'd be screaming to me that he's the franchise.
Well, that's different. You're not trading.
No.
I just meant of whether or not he thinks he is the guy or not. That people say because we all say if you ask a girl out and she says no, you're like, well, fuck you. I didn't want you anyway. Right? We're the number 2. We have the number 2 pick on this Fernando stuff, and it seems impossible. So we've convinced ourselves, fuck that guy. He's not even that good. Who cares? Right? But if we had the number 1 pick, we'd be having Fernando. That song, which we haven't played in months, would be playing all the time. We'd be like, woo! 50 days closer to Fernando, or whatever the hell it is. So I would do it. I'd pay the price.
Okay, so we can solidify. Okay, let me add this. If in free agency.
Yeah,
we can solidify our defense big time.
Okay.
Get a defensive tackle in here. Get a couple safeties that are really good. Get a fucking cornerback that can actually cover. Okay.
Nice. Sure.
Get a couple linebackers. I don't know how much money we're gonna have left, but then I would maybe think about it because I think our offense is a little bit further ahead than our defense, but our defense is so fucking bad, guys.
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible.
It just needs so much help, and I think that. I just think with those couple picks, we should go defense,
which makes sense.
Try to sign Kirk Cousins or Derek Carr or one of the guys mentioned earlier.
Right. Well, here's the good news, right? Free agency is before the draft. So if free agency starts on March 11th, the draft is the 23rd. So if the first week of free agency goes by, the Jets go, boop, 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 and they get all this shit, they will have a month to then decide, or they will have a month to think about it. But after a week, they're like, holy shit, we filled a lot of holes here. We can do it.
And it is hard to make these decisions right now on February 18th.
Of course.
When you have no idea what the free agency look like and what our team looks like.
Right.
But, I mean, if we don't address the defense at all on during free agency, then
that'd be crazy.
I can't see giving away our draft for it.
And Frankie, and that's the reason why I'm throwing out all these different takes
Yeah,
because we have no idea, and I say it every single time. Once free agency starts and we start seeing the pieces that they start inputting there, then it's a different conversation to kind of nail down what they're going to do. But right now, we don't have a clue. We have no idea.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So it's hard to decide.
Corner, Woolen's going to be out there. Would you take a swing on him? Right, I think I would. Why not? Right, get more.
Who was that?
Reek. Yeah, his real name's Tariq Woolen, but he's recently changed his name. Everyone changes their names. Reek Woolen, the Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks corner. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we need so much help on defense that it's sad.
Let me ask you guys this: Are you guys on this whole tank next year already? And we haven't started the season.
No, not at all. No.
It's bugged out that it's already being talked about tank season.
How can anybody who's talking about a tank season on February 18th is a fool because you have no idea what the team looks like.
100%.
If you're telling me the team that's on paper right now is the team that's going out there, we don't need the tank. They're not going to win a game.
Yeah, right
now.
Right.
They're going to win maybe one or two, but I don't know what the team's going to look like by minicamp. I have no idea.
Yeah, but I will tell you, it's hard for me to get annoyed and for people to get under my skin because I feel like I lay back a lot of stuff on Twitter every day. Anything I write about, talk about anything, they're like, it doesn't even matter. We're going 0-17, man. Fuck you. Like, oh wow, look, hey guys, we hired Frank Reich. Yeah, fuck you. It doesn't matter. Who fucking cares? I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, wow. We just extended this random wide receiver. Who cares? Fuck you, man. They suck. And I'm like, why are you following me? How are you living your life right now? What is going on?
Those are people who are miserable, Paul, and just want to stay miserable.
I don't understand. How do you live your life like that? That seems horrible. I don't know. But anyway.
But we all could agree. But we all could agree that we need a quarterback. Right?
Oh yeah,
that concur.
Yeah, I mean, like somebody put Tua out there. I'm not crazy about Tua because I don't think he's a cold weather quarterback, and I just am not impressed with him.
Right.
And I don't want.
But can you imagine that? How crazy! Like that? It's from everything and nothing. It is according to all experts, it is a legitimate option that could happen. And I'm like. That's just like nuts. Like the Dolphins just paid this guy $200 million like 2 years ago, and that quarterback for a division rival could realistically be our guy. You imagine what kind of bizarre? What if someone was in a coma for the last 3 years, so they wake up out of the coma, and the starting quarterback for the Jets, Week 1, 2026, at our tailgate is Tua Tagovailoa? They're like, what the fuck happened?
It would be even funnier, Paul, if it was Tua and Hill on the other side of Wilson.
You're like, what the hell? Huh? Who? What? Like, oh my god! So it's gonna be.
It's same old Jets at that point, right? You wake up and you're like, same old Jets, right? I mean, would you, Frankie? The Will Levis conversation that's out there, that because he's going to get support cut. Would you take a swing at him? Or are you complete no, like everybody
Johnny,
else?
to be honest with you, when he came out of college, he was one of my favorite quarterbacks coming out of college. I don't know what the hell. I thought he was going to be really, really good. I don't know what the hell happened to him in Tennessee, but I would definitely take a flyer on
maybe,
him. But I was disappointed in what happened with him, but I would take a shot at him.
Who did he have? Who did he have over there when he was in Tennessee?
Well,
Calvin Ridley.
That's the whole thing. Well, he didn't have. Guys. Yeah, it was. I really liked him though, and I mean, my favorite quarterbacks coming out recently were him and Bo Nix were two of my favorite quarterbacks coming out. Everybody else was under the radar for me. But.
All right.
And I guess that was.
I'm just saying, like,
it's obviously turned out good, but Will Levis is just still. I don't.
It's just a fun conversation.
Yeah,
it's a fun conversation to have, man.
It'll be interesting. Hey, but what really is great? How about my Yankees, man? Baseball starts soon, guys.
There you go. Spring training. There you go. That's a spirit.
Talk to you later,
Frankie. Yep, thanks, Frankie. Appreciate that. Well, Johnny Boy again. One more time. So Jets Worldwide again this Friday night, 7:30. Myself, Jim Lurch. If you watch the MC Show digital channel, you know who Jim Lurch is. If you haven't and you just know me, you're going to learn. This guy on Friday that you guys will see, and Jim Lurch gave me the Boy Green nickname. He could tell how the Boy Green nickname became a thing, his perspective on it, and all that other stuff, and his crazy journey into sports. So it's going to be a fun show. I can't wait for that on Friday, Johnny.
Same here, man. If you guys don't know who he is, look, 11 o'clock today, they're having a show. Go check it out. They talk all sports, not just, it's cool to have a little bit of a, cut in regards to all Jets conversation and go into all the other different sports. I mean, Frankie said it. Baseball is getting ready to start. I can't rock with the Yankees, so let's go Mets. We won't even talk about who Boy Green's team is either, so we won't even say that because you might not even go to the Man-Child show if you find out who he's rooting for.
That's true.
And it's cool, man. And then he was talking about the Olympics, and you guys were talking about the Lindsey Vonn injury and what was going on with that as well. So it's a lot of good topics that he brings up. In 25 years doing it in sports radio, it's a convo to have. BG, with that said, I feel like every time it's you and I on this show, there's a lot of cursing that happens amongst the chat. So I think I'm doing something right.
I think so. Hey, again, getting reactions. That's you're doing it right. You're doing it right, pal.
CJ Stroud, baby, the second and the 16. Let's make it a thing.
Let's start talking that into existence. Appreciate you, Johnny Boy, joining us here on the program. Wow. That was a fun little run of time. Yeah, wow. Okay, there you go. Well, everybody, I want to thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, I'm going to be back on in an hour and a half. So I'm going to go eat breakfast real quick, and then we'll be back on live at 11 o'clock for the MC Show digital channel. You guys can hop on over there. We're going to be talking about tag or no tag. NFL insider Matt Lombardo will give us the latest on what he's hearing. We will be streaming live on this channel as well as the MC Show digital channel. And so we'll talk about Brees and several others. Whatever the latest that NFL insider Matt Lombardo is hearing is what we will have next year on the show. Again, if you guys can do me a favor on the way out, we have 400 people watching across all our platforms. Thank you. 100 of those 400 are on YouTube. Guys, if you could like the video before you head out, I'd appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, baby. We're at 8,382 subscribers. We're 8 away from 8,390. All these numbers are hard to say. And we'll be right closer and closer to 10K, baby, which is the best. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on the program. Again, we'll be back live at 11 o'clock, and we'll have another fun show coming up tomorrow morning for Boy Green Daily. Thanks, everybody.